Okay, day 3 of the inquiry, and a picture is starting to emerge. Miss Rushmore was unpredictable and unreliable, and her vicious side has started to emerge. The blood found at her flat has now been identified as belonging to her best friend. Okay, question for you. Who owned the mobile that was given to Simon Graythorpe? Okay, a lot to consider, I know, but you're all doing very, very well. Today's task: please review the 2 new interviews. These are from her agent and her personal trainer. Keep up the good work. We'll get on with it.
Oh, hello, Inspector. Plain clothes. I do prefer a man in uniform. But then you do have an air of authority about you. Just turn your cheek to the right. Oh, yes. Interesting jawline. Characterful face. Have you considered commercials or TV? I jest. Yes, Victoria is a client. Or should I say, was. Oh my goodness. Really? Dead? Oh, how awful. Well, Victoria was a client of mine, yes, for about 10 years. I took her on when she'd just done some Hungarian soap for a couple of years, actually. It was very popular. Mind you, it was in English. And she was there with another of my clients, yes, Simon Graythorpe. Yes, lovely actor. Bit of a heartthrob, actually. Yes, but in recent years, she has become quite unreliable, getting herself a bit of a reputation, if you know what I mean. And it's not good. I mean, we can't afford to have that, can we? Not in this business, no. Well, would you believe, she got fired from her last job. I called her a couple of weeks ago to read the riot act to her, actually. She came in and we had a bit of a ding-dong, it has to be said. She didn't take to it kindly, I must admit. Well, the truth's the truth, isn't it? But then she had the gall to ask me if she could borrow some money. I lent her some money years ago when she was, quite well off, one would have thought, after she'd finished her Hungarian stint. And you know what? I never saw 1 penny of that. Not 1 penny of that did she give me back. So you can imagine what my answer was. I said, darling, not on your Nelly, as they say up north. She didn't say what the money was for precisely. She said she had to pay someone off. Oh, that's odd. You'd have thought she'd have said, pay someone back. Pay someone off? Ooh. I wonder what she meant by that. Well, I last spoke to her 2 days ago. Well, she had an audition. I'd emailed her. And did she get back to me? No, she didn't. So I rang her in the morning. I rang her a couple of times, couldn't get through, left a message. Eventually, she called me back in the afternoon, probably about 2. Yes. Well, I wasn't best pleased, as you can imagine, and we had a bit of a, spat, shall we say, on the phone. And she had the audacity to put the phone down on me. Well, I wasn't best pleased, as you can imagine. So I fired off an email and I said, I'm releasing you from my books. Well, after all, I've got a business to run, and reputation is reputation. Yesterday, yes, I did see her yesterday. It must have been about 2. No, not 2. 4 p.m. That's right. She came waltzing in. She looked most untidy, most unkempt, and a little, shall we say, moist around the edges. Sweaty, if you ask me. Anyway, she was going on about how she'd met some ex that morning, and, well, I wasn't really listening. No, not after all that passed between us. Simon was there, Simon Graythorpe, my little star. Yes, and he had a chat to her afterwards. So, well, maybe you should talk to him, Inspector. What was she wearing? Good Lord, I don't know. I wasn't taking much notice. Couldn't tell you. All I can say was she wasn't terribly well presented. Oh, well, I was working here till about 9 p.m. Then I went downtown. Camden Town, yes. Met a friend for a drink, went home, slept. Up this morning, got into the office about, 10 a.m. and then it's been busy, as usual. Well, if that's all I can help you with, Inspector, then I'd better say goodbye. But if there is anything else that occurs to you, please do call again, won't you?
Hello, officer. Yes, I can talk to you. I don't have another client for an hour or so. I don't have to leave for the city for 40 minutes, so we can talk. It's about Victoria, isn't it? Yeah. I was going to call you as soon as I heard. Jasmine just called me. I'm not sure I can tell you anything that you don't already know. I was really shocked when I heard. I last saw Victoria a few days ago at the little cafe around the corner from where she lived. She owed me some money, so we agreed to meet up round about lunchtime. We had a coffee and then arranged a personal training session for the following day. I said I was going to be doing a spin class at the gym later on that evening, and she said she'd try and get there. How did I meet Victoria? Well, it was through her ex, Richard. I used to train him. I used to work at the gym at the office where he was. Yes, he introduced me to her, and she'd got a part in a film where she was playing a kickboxer. She knew I was a mixed martial arts champion, so asked me for my help. I've been training her ever since. Why did she owe me money? Well, she borrowed it a while back, and I needed to get some back. She used to borrow quite a lot from Richard. I don't know if he ever saw that back. Did she turn up for spin class? I did see her. She didn't attend the class, but when I saw her, she was on the phone. She seemed to be quite angry with someone. I didn't see her after that, so I assumed she'd left. I went to hers at 6 a.m. the following morning for our session. It's an earlier than normal session, but she's done that before, so it wasn't hugely unusual. Well, I couldn't get an answer. I rang on the bell, I called her phone, and then I just gave up. I was annoyed, of course, but it's not like she hasn't done it before. She's forgotten appointments. Yeah, she's a bit of a party girl, if you know what I mean. Yeah, a bit of a cokehead. I mean, we've all done it from time to time, but, yeah, she couldn't get enough of it. People used to get annoyed of her. She didn't know when to stop. It's tragic, really. Did I supply her with drugs? Look, a little bit of Charlie on a Friday night is no problem, is it? Yes, I gave her a few drugs. I supplied her a few drugs, but I'm not a dealer. A few grams to my friends and something for the guys at the gym. But that's got nothing to do with this. Nothing at all. Look, Victoria pissed people off. She didn't have a lot of friends. She had enemies. Did I ever have a relationship with her? Oh, I see where this is going. Look, I told you she was a bit of a loose cannon. All right, we might have had a few drunken fumbles a while back, but we both knew the score. Look, I'm sorry, I don't think I can help you anymore. Look, if you're looking to pin this on someone, maybe you should have a chat with her ex, Amber Wright. She's no stranger to the inside of a prison cell. Or that slimy Simon Graythorpe. Yeah, if you can find him inside the closet. According to Victoria, he was always pestering the boys on the film set. Maybe you should have a chat with him.